Hi, I'm Shubhrata Prakash. I am an IRS officer and at present I'm posted as director at NITI Ayog. I'm also an author and a mental health advocate and someone who in the past few years has been advocating passionately for better mental health awareness as well as better mental health care. As on date, no one really knows what causes depression or other mental disorders. In fact, according to the National Mental Health Survey of 2015-16, it is said that almost every sixth Indian is in need of some kind of mental health care. Now, mental disorders basically can happen to anyone, and just like physical health, mental health also is a spectrum. People are on the wellness side of it. People who go on to develop mental disorders, they begin to fall on the illness side of it. And science has not yet been able to discover exactly what goes on in the brain when someone has a mental disorder. But the triggers or the likely causes can be broadly characterized under three heads: biological factors, psychological factors, and sociological factors. And it is said that it is somewhere at the intersection of all these factors that a mental disorder generally arises, but then we really do not know exactly what is the causation mechanism. When it comes to mental health, there are a few challenges that we all see in society. One is that all said and done, we are a low middle income country. We are a low resource setting and we do not have adequate resources to take care of the needs of mental health care. Besides this, there is also the issue of a lack of awareness in society and also stigma, which kind of prevents people from accepting that they may have a challenge, they may have a mental health issue. They may not even be aware of it. And the solution basically lies in bringing everyone together and finding a broad solution which takes care of both the demand for the services and the supply for catering to the needs of people who need mental health care. There was a time a few years back when I was suffering from severe depression. And it is at that time I was trying to look at ways to help myself. And one factor that consistently hindered my recovery and progress was this social stigma which was coming back at me. It was just flying thick in the air. And I was fighting a double battle. I was fighting to get better, and I was also fighting the stigma which was coming at me, which was hampering my recovery. So it is at that point of time that I thought that I must write about it. And since I had been writing is another passion of mine. So I decided to write a book about depression, and it was published in 2016. It is titled The D Word, A Survivor's Guide to Depression. And in this book, I have tried to give out information about depression and other mental disorders also to some extent in simple language that can be understood by the layperson. And I've also written about my own journey through about 10 years of depression, all in the hope that this book will help create awareness and more people would read it and probably realize that it's just okay to not be okay. Even if you have a mental disorder, it's nothing to be ashamed of. You just need to get help for it and get better. And some of the myths and stigma that exists in society would probably go away if books like mine were able to create some more awareness. So this is something that really we need to do if we need to fight the stigma and come out of this as a healthier, as a more vibrant society.